everybody. I'm the Bigglesworth, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Along with Piggy. Now I'm about to blow your mind. You think I'm somewhere that I'm not. Watch this. Boop. Wait a second. What in the world is going on here? I figured I would just mess with you for a minute. Where'd he go? Where's Mr. Withers? I know he's up there. We've got that blaze that we caught down in there, but I don't see where Mr. Withers is. We'll just go ahead and move on. I know when we get down here we can probably see him. But you can see from my hotbar that I have just come from the nether. Is he up there? He's very shy. That's okay. One of these days we're going to get some potion brewing going on up there, and we'll actually be able to see him finally. But you can see that I've been to the nether. Got some magma cream. I was fighting a couple of withers and managed to get some coal and some bones, but that's about it. No wither skulls. And I did get 9 blaze rods, and that's good because I needed to finish off making the brewing stands for the Awkward Potion Factory. Awkward Potion Factory that we built in last episode. And let me see if I can just do this real quick. I'm trying to remember. I think I remember how to make brewing stands. I think it's this. It is. Awesome. I figured it out. And the sun's about to go down. We got to run up here real quick and fix the sun. Now, something's been going on in this world that's been driving me absolutely batty. Just crazy, crazy. So I got a tutorial from Exumavoid how to stop Endermen from destroying your world. How to keep them from moving all the dirt blocks around. I can only sleep at night. Well, you don't even know. Is that the sun coming up? Oh, good game, Piggy. Okay. Oh, and hello, Mr. Creeper. You just get out of here. You fall down the side of the mountain. You get dealt with. Come here. There you go. Don't mess with a pig when he's got a bow and arrow in his hand. Yeah. But for some reason, the Enderman stopper is not stopping Endermen. Now, it places a part of a piston block in their hand. And when they set it down, the game says you can't do that. And so that disappears. And it keeps the Enderman from griefing. I have a feeling for some reason that system either needs to get reset. Uh-oh. I didn't put back the minecart, so I'll have to do that as well. I have a feeling that system either broke or it needs to be reset. But I keep finding little spots everywhere where Endermen have been griefing the heck out of me. And it's driving me nuts. Can I do that? Awesome. That worked. Okay. Let's go ahead and pop this one over here. Uh-oh. Forgot I had a placeholder sitting there. And since that is locked, that hopper doesn't pick that up. Awesome. Okay, so this factory is just about ready to be up and running. But the problem is now we have got to get a way to get blaze rods in there. We've got a way to get nether wart in. We have to find a spot where we can deposit our blaze powder to get distributed. And we need to find a spot to make so that we can distribute bottles of water. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to work on the structure that's going to be up here near the surface. Because what I want to do is I want to make it look like there's a little bit of a factory going on up here. A bottling factory. The Awkward Bottling Factory for awkward potions. And we've got the mechanics and stuff down underground. But what we're going to do is we're going to make a little station up here where we can take glass bottles, empty bottles, because eventually we're going to have a witch farm, and we're going to have bottles aplenty that we can bring over here, and we're just going to fill them up with water, and they're going to get caught into a system that's going to get distributed into the Awkward Potion Factory. And then whenever they're done, they're going to come back up here. I want to build something whimsical so that it looks like we're bottling the bottles, putting them in crates, and getting them shipped off. Now, what they're really going to do, of course, is they're going to end up down where we just started off the episode, down in the fake nether, where we're actually going to have the brewing vats that's going to make all of the different potions for us. So I didn't leave enough materials up here to really work with. Just go ahead and dump all this junk because we're going to need room in our inventory so that we can move stuff up here and get to building. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start scouting a little bit of this area, probably clear out a little bit. Something else I'm going to have to do is get a road that comes up here. And I don't really want to make an episode just about building a road. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do also. We're going to kind of knock out a few little side projects as well. If I can figure out the path I want to do, I may go ahead and get a road that comes up in here to the mountain. Possibly a little bridge that's going to go over one of these things so that we can get this awkward bottling potion building thing set up here. So I'm going to go gather up my materials, get to working, and I'm going to bring you back and show you the progress. Alright everybody, had to run over here and get some supplies. I have been steadily at work. Steadily at work at the build. And this thing's really getting out of hand. It is all of a sudden way more than I thought it was going to be. Now, I'll just show you this. I'm still trying to get used to this. This is kind of messing with me. Because, see this mountain? This mountain has been here. Whoop! This mountain has been here since day 1 of season 1. But now part of the mountain's missing. That is really, really blowing my mind. I am so used to, whoop, not jumping in the water. I am so used to seeing the top of this mountain here, and now it's not here. It's totally messing with me. And this spot right here, I'm probably going to have to readjust and rework as well, because the front of the building is a lot closer to the water than I thought it was going to be. And what we may end up doing is kind of redirecting the water a little bit, cutting it over this way, or we might extend out some kind of platform or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But I'm going to show you what I got going on here. You know, I could have done that in my regular crafting inventory, couldn't I? Let's go and get that, because I know I'm going to need this. And go ahead and do that as well, because I know I'm going to need some more of that. So this is what we've got going on so far. Not much of anything, right? Almost looks like a burnt down building, to be honest with you. And I realized something. I am going to need a bunch of gray carpet in here, and I don't have any gray carpet. Now, the walls are also going to need something that I have been collecting for a while for another mega build, and I wanted to use it in this build because I need this to look like a factory. And I was like, wait a minute, I need to add this in this build. So we're going to get ourselves some bricks cooked up and put them into this wall as well. We got this little yellow black line right here, going to kind of look like a hazard, like stay behind the line. Because we got redstone in there. We've got redstone going on in there. Let me get up here and show you. Now, I'm not going to turn this thing on yet. I'm going to save this for the end, but I'm going to see if you can figure out what in the world do we got going on here with all this redstone? What is this all about? But, like I said, I'm still working on the shell. Let me get up here. I wanted to do a little bit of building on camera, because I don't do that very often. Let's go ahead and do this. And to conserve on materials, what I've done is wherever you're not going to be able to see the spruce wood, I went ahead and just put regular stone. Just because I didn't feel like using up a bunch of wood that you weren't going to be able to see. It also helps me lay out the design as I get to building it. That way I know where to put stuff. But I also like to do this. I have found one use for diorite. It kind of looks like paneled, not potatoes. Don't eat the potatoes. It kind of looks like the paneled roofing that you would have in an office building. Do like this. Do like that, and then we'll add a little bit of light in there. Just like that. And this is going to be our front office. Except for this block. You come here. You're not supposed to be there. And now we've got a little light in here and a little front office. And as the sun going down, the sun is going down. Fight the sun. We must fight the sun. But we're going to be able to come in here. We're going to be able to go in here. I got to get a little bit of carpet there. And we can go down in here, and this is where we could see that nether wart that's going to wash through. And down in here, where we've got... That is really odd how sometimes it doesn't make any noise. It's almost like it glitches out and it doesn't make any noise at all. But we've got this feeding our nether wart in. Now I have got to get 2 more feeding lines going. One for this and one for that. And I can't remember which one is bottles and which one is going to be blaze powder. I think that one on that side is blaze powder. But that's kind of a little bit of a progress report as far as what's going on. Looks like the sun's going to be messing with us. Yep. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. I got to get myself some more stuff for in here, some more carpets. I'm going to bring you back and show you what's next. So I'll be right back. All right, everybody. Thought I would come over here and grab some bottles. We're going to need these bottles. These bottles are important. And I also thought it would be a good idea to come down here so that we can get a better look, a better vantage point at what we got going on. Let's run over here. Look at that. Whoop, right with the grass in the way. Look at that. Now that is another eyesore. We've built another eyesore. Can you imagine that? Now I've not put in a road yet because I'm holding off on it. I got to looking at how much I had to build in this episode and got to realizing that it is going to take a little bit more than what I've got. So I want to do a proper episode for the exterior of this thing. Because this thing, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm still kind of missing the mountaintop. So what I'm thinking about doing is we're going to mountaintop some of this and make some of the building look like it's sticking out maybe. So I want to work on an exterior design, and then I want to get my words correct is what I want to do. I want to work on a road and a little bridge, but I got to figure out which way we want to make it go. And I may start looking at getting horses because running all over the place is getting ridiculous. But here's what we got going on. So we're going to fill this in later. It's going to look like a little parking lot right in here. Hop up here, and this is going to be our loading dock. This is where all the stuff gets delivered so that the Awkward Potion store building factory thing can get to working on it. And right here, this is where we're going to put our blaze powder, because right underneath there is a hopper. Blaze powder is going to go in here, and it sucks it down and takes it down beneath to the lower bowels of the structure. But what I'm going to do while I'm in here is I figured we would go ahead and do a little bit of decoration. So I'm going to see if I can do this right. Pop this here. And then we've got something like this. And this is going to... Okay, good. I did make one of those. This is basically going to be the office. Like the shipping receiving office for all the goods and... Or not goods and services, but all the goods coming in here. Uh-oh. I need me one of those pressure plates. Do I have any? I thought I did. No big deal. We'll just go ahead and make one real quick. Boop. Just like that. And I ended up with a whole lot more brick than I thought I did, which is good. That worked out. I was starting to get a little worried that we were not going to have enough brick. Now, I got to remember how to do this. We put it's a one, no, you come here. This is going to be the tricksy part. No, come here. We need a one, there we go. Perfect. El perfecto. Boop. And now we've got a laptop sitting right there. And then, let's see, right over in here, I'm going to make just like that. And let's see, which one was which? I can never... I think that's like the weirdo sounding one. What's this one? There we go. So now we've got some work music. And I need a chest. I need another chest. How many chests do we need in this place? There. Let's do that. We'll go ahead and take the crafting bench as well. I thought I had everything ready to go. Oh, and CD, you're going to have to get shut down. That's not the song I wanted to hear. There is a song that I really like, but that one's not it. And let's see, we'll pop this here. Now, right here in this spot, I kept trying to figure out what in the world would be cool to have in an office. What would be something nice and soothing that you would like to see? And so I came up with this. Thought that would be cool. Now, there's no fish inside. Maybe we're working on getting the fish for the office. That's what it is. But I figured this would make a nice, cozy little office. We got somewhere we can listen to some music while we check our manifest to see what stuff is getting delivered, and we can enter it, boop, in the computer, just like that. So, let's go ahead and go in here. I'm going to check out this room. Got a nice little design going, and I tried to make it look industrial, like we've got some beams in the ceiling. But this area is still not working, is it? No, we can see out into the far beyond, so we need to go outside and fix up the redstone, don't we? Uh-oh. And there's one more picture that needs to go up. Where do we put it? Right here? No. You come here. No. Wow, there we go. That's what I wanted. Needed that double wide picture. So we're going to come over here. See if I can navigate over to this properly. And I use these torches to kind of measure out my area. But look at this. Wide open mess. I'm going to take these blocks and let's do this. We'll pop these down just like that. And I am going to put an empty bottle right there. Now, I know what you're thinking. Maybe, well, no, maybe I don't know what you're thinking, but boop, we'll pop a block right there. Let's see if you can figure out what's about to happen. I know what's about to happen. I should have... Okay, I kept thinking that was a hopper. All right, so let's go... Nope, come here. You'll come here. So we're going to put us a water source right there. And then we can put these two back here. And what goes there? Brick, just like that. Okay, we're going to hop, skip, and jump, run over here. Awesome, that's going to work out perfect. All right, so we'll hop up here. I got one more bucket of water. We'll pop that in there. And now here we're going to put in a bottle of water. You're still kind of trying to figure out what's going on, aren't you? Let's swap this. Uh-oh. Whew. Apparently it looks like I'm trying to figure out what's going on too. So there we go. So we've got that all sealed up and we've got water going. But there's one more element. One more thing we got to do. Boop. We got to pop that down right like that. And now we've got the clock going. And why is that not working? Is that working? There it goes. Okay, I needed to make sure that I could hear that sticky piston going on. So now that all that stuff's set up, let's go ahead and run in here, get ourselves an empty hand, just so we don't accidentally place any blocks. And this has been a lot of fun to try and navigate through here. Whoa! There we go. Okay, so let's come in here. Check that out. So we've got a bottling factory going on. The bottle comes through, and the piston pushes down. And it's bottled. Sweet. So check that out. So we have got... Now this thing, of course, it just loops through. That empty bottle goes through there and comes back. And when it drops through that hopper, it sets this off, and it spits that out. So that is really cool. And I like the moodiness of the lighting in here. Now, I may do another trick in the floor, kind of like what we did right here with some lighting in the floor. Just like that. But there's one more element to this farm. You know, we've got the nether wart coming through here. We have got... Is it getting nighttime already? It sure is. We've got right here for blaze powder, right? Well, what are we going to do about bottles? How in the world are we going to get bottles of water into the factory? Well, guess what? I've got empty bottles with me. Let's try this. Let's find out. Watch this. So we're going to just come over here to this water spot. Actually, I need to do this first. If your inventory is full and you try to fill up a bottle with water, the bottle will fill up, but then it'll spit it right out of your inventory. Just like that. And there goes the bottle. There goes the bottle. Where goes the bottle? I don't see it. What happened? Tricksy little piggy. Look at this. We got an item hopper down here. So, what we can do is come over here to the river. We're going to get the fresh water from the river. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to right-click on the water source. So watch. I love it. Boop. And we'll toss that one in there for good measure. Hop down here and we can watch. See all those bottles? Look at that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there's a flaw in the system. I might need to fix that. I didn't test that out. But yeah, okay, so I'll definitely have to fix that. But that's the general idea, is we're going to have... You come here. You get in there if you know what's good for you. Keep going. There we go. So now we've got a way to get our bottles of water in. We'll have to fix this so that we don't look silly tossing bottles and just watching them go down into the pond. I like this. Now, this is not 100% done. The exterior, like I said, the exterior still needs to be worked out. It's a little bit of an eyesore, but that's okay. Eyesores, Eyesores have been able to survive. Eyesores have been able to survive in this world before. Whoop. But we're going to get this fixed. So that's going to be today's project, is the interior building and setup for the awkward bottling station. Like I said, next episode, we're going to beautify the exterior. But what I want you to do is I want you to come up with a design for the interior of a factory. Some kind of a factory idea, maybe a little redstone automation system going, making it look like something's happening inside the factory. I just love this. It's so simple, yet so effective. And once we get the exterior fixed, we won't be able to see outside like that. So it'll look more like an actual, machine going on right there. But what I want you to do is come up with a design or an idea like that. Then I want you to build it and take pictures of it and send it to me on Twitter. Now remember, you can be in PC edition, Pocket, console, doesn't matter. As long as you're playing Minecraft and you're using your imagination to come up with really cool ideas. I want you to build those ideas, take pictures of it, send it to me on Twitter, and I will tweet it out for everyone else to see. So, this has been a little bit of a different episode. Just a little bit, but we're making steady forward progress, getting ready where we can start making potions so that we can start conquering the evil that's in this world, the things that are giant bosses that are really hard to fight. We're going to get our potions ready so we can fight them. So I'm going to get ready to fix the exterior of this building, map out an idea for a road, and go on a hunt maybe for a horse. We'll see what happens in next episode. So I hope to see you then in next episode.